But nowadays, in even at a plus two level, students are learning Python. Okay, and agenting AI also done. My son is in second year of BSc economics, and they are being taught in class. Now he has done an economic research assistant. So that research assistant will give him information only on economics, nothing else. So if he is asking something, then that information is being provided. So that is, we don't need to do that kind of thing at all. But if we do not know, then we cannot say that we know AI. That's why theory is necessary. We also need to be acquainted with the technology. I don't say to be expert in the technology, but to be acquainted with the technology. Actually, what are the dimensions? That understanding is very much necessary, because going from here, after 5 years or 10 years after, it will be very difficult to teach the students who will be, okay, exponents of AI, and our teachers will not be in a position to teach them. Students will be faster than the teachers. And that traditional method will be redundant. Okay, technology integrated teaching will be required. So that is why we thought of starting this AI-enabled research methodology, because if you look at the Scopus journals, Scopus has AI policy, research writers. A few days before I shared Nature journal article that they had taken a survey of published researchers in Nature journals, and they are 86% of them are using AI. Okay, so this is the scenario, sir, and it is very, very appropriate. I think more beneficial for subjects like, okay, social sciences, which includes education also, very much necessary, sir. And that gives you a lot of scope. On 1st of August, I understood that some problems are there. Some people are unable to understand the true implications of AI. That's why I have kept one session on 1st of August. I'll take myself. So
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
there I'll take one subject from teacher education and I'll show you, sir, how we can do.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
It will be very useful, very meaningful, and rather in certain areas problems are there. For example, someone wants to use in mathematics. That has its limitations. And one thing that always use, if you are really keen, serious, take the paid version, the premium version. Don't go for the free version. Free version, you have more hallucination. Hallucination means false data. AI will give you, for example, ChatGPT will give you, you will think, okay, everything is fine, but you will find that that is not the case. That it's not dependable, false, but it will look in such a way that you will, if you are not an expert, you cannot know. So all these aspects I'll tell on 1st of August, how we need to integrate and make proper use, optimize AI tools.
Chairman sir,
Sir, please.
see, this is a tool, and whatever knowledge we feed it into the tool, different personalities from different fields with different talents, they have fed the information. So when you ask something, it will give relevant output.
No, nothing like that, sir. Nothing like that.
But the
It,
teacher, student
it's main source, sir. Main source is internet, right?
yeah, internet, but
Internet. And when they are using internet,
yeah.
internet has everything, sir. Good data, bad data, false data, everything you find in the internet.
That is why, sir. Previously,
No. I am just going beyond that, sir. But if we are using proper prompts, which Professor Asadi Srinivasul sir explained the first day, if we are using proper prompts, then we get the right data.
Yeah.
We have to train the AI tools to give us the right data, and then also we have to verify that the data is correct, genuine, authentic, because whatever source you use, AI is in the beta condition. It is not a final tool. So it is also learning and developing day by day. Therefore, I will say one thing, unless you are using AI for research, you will never know the various dimensions of AI.
It is true, but in experimental data and all, it is not that easy for AI to calculate the things.
No, experimental means you are doing experiment yourself. You can use AI for for improving your readability, presentation of data, etc. Okay, how can experiment means your experiment? How AI can do experiment for you? Not possible.
That is why doing analysis using AI, experimental data, or derivation of mathematics is very difficult for AI.
AI can do, but that is not the right way. We have to understand the strengths and limitations of any tool we are using, and as such, we have to use that way and get the best out of it. So it is learning, incremental learning. The more we use, the more we know how to use.
Yes, this is one supporting tool where everything is available there.
Not everything, sir. It has its very limitations, but we should know when we constantly use, we can know what it can give us, where it can fail us, where it can make life dangerous also.
Yeah.
So it is a tool to be used frequently to understand. Theoretical thing is fine. For example, I say AI hallucination. That is fine. But where AI hallucination has happened, if I know AI hallucination, that knowledge is not enough. I have to identify where hallucination is there, which the AI itself may not do because it has given us the wrong data. That is why we have to be very, very careful. And that is why regular learning, if you learn about AI tools for a research, 100 hours, I insist, 100 hours, then you will be proficient in using AI for research. Good evening, Lakshmi ma'am. Good evening, all the esteemed participants.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Artist, welcome to Professor Asadi Srinivasul Garu. And I hope our honorable research person will join us soon.
I'm already here.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, joining. I am really very happy to start the session. I am just 1 minute for recording I take. Let me register the record. Honorable President of Research India Foundation Governing Council, Dr. L. Venkanta Reddy Garu, Senior Scientific Officer, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, Government of India, retired. Professor Dr. Asadi Srinivasulu, and today's chief guest and research person, Dr. Venkanta Naga Ravi Kiran, Nijampatnam. Professor Nijampatnam, as all of you know, you must have checked in the brochure. Dr. Venkanta Naga Ravi Kiran Nijampatnam is expert network security engineer with Axicom LLC, which is in Austin, Texas, USA. A very prolific technologist. He is going to deal with today's topic, ensuring originality in research, making plagiarism zero in research papers and PhD dissertation manuscripts using AI tools. So if you look at this workshop, we have touched several aspects of AI aligned with the research methodology, and you will be having some working of AI explained to you by experts. So we are already done with 4 sessions. Today is the 5th session about how to achieve zero plagiarism using AI tools. And tomorrow, Professor Dr. Asadi Srinivasulu will be handling a very, very important topic, responsible AI in research, overcoming AI hallucinations and bias in research. Very important. And the last day is also content editing, AI-generated content, and reducing the AI content to zero. That is also equally important. So all these sessions have been planned in such a way that you will get benefit out of this. But thinking that in one session we have expertise, it is not that easy. Okay, we have to start working. Whatever we are learning, we have to implement. Time is a constraint, therefore AI tools are there to reduce our time, increase accuracy and all that. So with all these words, I welcome Honorable Chief Guest and Research Person of today, Dr. Ravi Kiranji. Sir, over to you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me today. I appreciate each one of you joining and giving me this opportunity. Coming to myself, I go by Ravi Kiran, and I work as an expert network architect in US. I filed my own patents across Canada and UK about my architecture frameworks in security and how to make zero trust network architecture for users across the US and the globe. And I was able to provide my research and my resources to a lot of students over here who are doing masters and PhD programs in US. I like to contribute to the security world and also make sure that I'm helping students across the nation to provide better security posturing and become good at security. And coming to my today's topic, it's all about how are we ensuring the originality in the research. In that subsection, here I'm making sure we are making a plagiarism zero in research papers and also PhD programs. Let's talk about academic integrity, right? It is the backbone of our scholarly work, and plagiarism prevention is crucial in maintaining this integrity. With the increase of a lot of published papers, research, and a lot of work around the researchers, the risk of plagiarism has become a significant concern for all of us. It can damage one's reputation and it can also undermine the validity of research findings. It is essential for researchers to understand the importance of original work, and it is necessary for us to take steps to ensure the research papers and PhD dissertations are plagiarism free. I mean, the main things to keep in mind is to understand the consequence of plagiarism in academic writing, and recognizing the importance of originality in research, learning strategies for effective plagiarism prevention, and implement these best practices to maintain the academic integrity. It is really important and crucial for maintaining academic integrity in research papers. It could be act of using someone else's work or someone else's ideas or someone expression without proper acknowledgement. Oh, let me share my screen. Sorry, someone brought up a point to share my screen with the PPT. Let me do that. I'm sorry, I did not share my screen. Give me a second. I hope you are able to see my screen.
Yeah,
So I was
yes.
talking about understanding the academic plagiarism in terms of the research context. We're talking about credibility and reputation, and understanding the range of unethical behaviors from directly copying to more subtle forms. It could be quoting or paraphrasing someone else's work without citation, as well as presenting others' ideas as one's own. The scope of plagiarism is broad. It could affect various aspects of scholarly research, right? So let's talk about different types of plagiarism first to understand more about this. One is direct plagiarism. That means that we are copying text verbatim without citation. Example, like quoting a source without quotation marks or a citation. Or it could be paraphrasing plagiarism, where we are rewording someone else's ideas without citation. For this, an example could be rephrasing a source's argument without acknowledging the source. So why originality matters in scholarly research? I mean, originality is backbone of everything, right? It is the backbone of academic integrity in research papers. When we are producing original work, it is not only contributing to the existing body of knowledge, but also it is the fundamental ethical practice of innovation and credibility. Original research will enhance the validity of the scholarly findings, and it supports advancement of various fields of study. So, maintaining originality in research papers is essential for upholding the values of our academic integrity. By doing this way, researchers can ensure reliability and also trustworthiness of their work. Ultimately, it will contribute to the greater good of scholarly community. So let's understand the challenges today that we are seeing and common types of plagiarism in research papers. So direct plagiarism involves, like I mentioned, copying someone else's work word by word without proper citation. The paraphrasing issues arise without giving due credit. So proper citation is key to avoid both direct plagiarism and paraphrasing issues. When you are doing self-plagiarism or recycling someone else's work, it is another form of plagiarism that researchers should be aware of. It involves reusing significant portions of one's previously published work that is not cited yet. And also, academic integrity requires everyone's own identification that need to be cited if it's being used in a research paper or a dissertation. And there is a third type here, which is patchwork plagiarism. Patchwork plagiarism occurs when a writer combines original work with someone else's words or ideas without proper citation. This could create a mosaic of original and plagiarized context. This can be really avoided by borrowing the ideas with proper citations and integrating them into your text. The AI-generated content have a blurred model between humanly written and also machine-generated text. This could cause ethical challenges. Sometimes accidental plagiarism happens, right? When good intentions go wrong. Accidental plagiarisms really happen when researchers unintentionally use someone else's words or ideas without proper citation. That could be due to sloppy note-taking or incorrect citation practices. Using citation management tools and maintaining good amount of notes, like meticulous notes, that can help prevent accidental plagiarism. By understanding these kind of common plagiarisms, we can avoid, as researchers, we can take proactive steps to maintain the integrity of our work. It is really crucial to take measures to prevent plagiarism in all forms. So before we move into the consequences, let's understand the global plagiarism detection. I mean, academic research is facing serious offense with these consequences, right? It could be from academic penalties to long-term reputation damage. The severity of these underscores the importance of maintaining academic integrity. If you use originality.ai website, it can detect 99.5% of plagiarism. It could do 67.5% of patchwork detection. And it can directly identify what is human written content versus what is AI content, because AI works on the patterns and AI thinks like a non-human. So originality.ai can help us to do the detection, because plagiarism detection has become increasingly sophisticated, making it easier for institutions to identify and penalize offenders.
Hello, Prof.
Yes.
Prof, please. We are suggesting if you can put it on a slideshow so that it can show very large for us to see. It is very small representation slides. Kindly assist us, please. Thank you, Prof.
Okay. Let me. Is it better now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Prof. Yes, Prof. It's better. Thank you.
Okay. So, academic institutions take plagiarism very, very seriously, with penalties ranging from failing grades to expulsion. The specific response depends on the severity and the frequency of the offense. So that is why it is really important to detect the plagiarism. For instance, a student found guilty of plagiarism might receive a failing grade on the assignment or in the course. In several cases, it could lead to academic probation or even expulsion. So I would say plagiarism is a violation of academic integrity, and institutions have responsibility to uphold the highest standards of honesty and originality in the scholarly work. As researchers, we know that it is the life of a student could get the grade penalty, or it could get an academic warning for them. So beyond academic penalties, plagiarism can have like serious long-term effects on researchers' careers. Being known for dishonesty, and it can limit future academic and professional opportunities. And reputation damage can extend beyond the academic community. It could affect our professional credibility and opportunities in the field. So, maintaining originality and properly citing sources are definitely very crucial in avoiding serious consequences. So, by using tools like originality.ai or Grammarly or Authenticate, there are industry standard tools for plagiarism detection. Authenticate is particularly popular among publishers, you might have known already, and it is also used by researchers for its advanced algorithms and its database techniques. Grammarly is also one such tool that can offer plagiarism detection alongside its grammar and also spell checking features. It could be a versatile tool for writers. It can help you to make writing easy with free plagiarism validations. How are AI tools detecting these? They are using learning models. They are using heuristic analysis. That way, we have a supervised learning models that could understand those patterns in terms of their structuring of the sentences, are conducting manual validations in terms of high-stakes submissions like PhD dissertations. The combination of technology and human oversight helps to ensure the originality of the research work. By utilizing plagiarism detection tools, we as researchers can significantly reduce the risk of plagiarism in our work. especially going sentence by sentence. An AI tool can do that for us, highlighting problematic content. And we should ensure originality in the research in multi-phase process. That definitely require careful planning and also careful execution. By adopting these kind of techniques, like cross-referencing against databases of vast academic publications, that could also help detect them. We should develop a unique research question, which is the first step towards the originality. That originality gives us the view of identifying the gaps, not only in the current research, and also formulating questions that address these gaps. One such research question I would think of is, it not only guides the research process, but also sets the stage for original contributions to the field. So one research question should be relevant to our field of study. It should be capable of creating ideas and discussions. That way, we as researchers can advance our knowledge and also reduce the usage of AI. We need to create reports that will provide evidence for others and reviewers to verify the originality of the content. So we need to create original methodology approaches. So by creating these methodological approaches, we can create real-world impact. Creating this real-world impact or original methodological approaches is another crucial strategy for ensuring originality. This really can involve combining existing methodologies in a ways to develop entirely new methods. Top institutes implement AI plagiarism detection in submission and learning management systems. And we should master proper citation techniques. Proper citation is the backbone of academic writing. It will give credit where it's due, definitely. So citation techniques are not only maintaining the scholarly work with integrity, but also gives us a common ground with clearly distinguishing the original contributions. So let's talk about different academic disciplines. For instance, there is a style called APA style. The APA style is commonly used in social sciences, where institutions integrate their AI tools to investigate plagiarism allegations with more precision. So this APA style or MLA style are the different citation styles that are used in different academic disciplines. These styles are crucial to get the accurate citation. If we talk about researchers gain confidence in manuscripts by submitting their high impact journals. For that, there is an in-text citation versus reference list. In-text citation and reference list, they are for different purposes. in-text citation provides immediate credit to the sources within the text, while the reference lists offer detailed information about each source at the end of the document. Both are really essential for our researchers to get a comprehensive citation. So you get a citation element, you get a in-text citation, and you get a reference list. So citing these unusual sources, such as social media posts or interviews or any other work that you are doing, that will require careful consideration. For digital content, directly include URLs or DOIs that can also improve the accessibility. So there are different practices of using AI ethically in research writing. So there are different citation management software tools. One is Zotero and the other one is EndNote. These are the citation management tools. If you haven't heard of them, check Zotero and EndNote. That can significantly streamline the citation process. These tools will help organizations references lists accurately. So by mastering proper citation techniques, error detection will be simpler. It will detect results with better approach, and researchers can get the integrity and credibility of their work, like us, to the academic honesty and also respect for our intellectual property. So ethical AI writing assistance. So you need to take effective note-taking. Researchers definitely face challenge of maintaining originality with vast amount of information. So note-taking is very crucial. So note drafting is very crucial. Effective note-taking is not just about recording information, right? It's about organizing it in a way that it maintains the integrity of our research. So there are a few techniques like implementing color coding. The color coding can significantly enhance your note-taking. By assigning different colors to various sources or categories, you can visually distinguish between them. Additionally, a source tracking system will also help in recording the origin of each piece of information. So if you track your changes, it will make it easy for you to understand the sources accurately. So leverage digital tools for best practices. Tools like Evernote, Zotero, Manly, they offer functionalities such as tagging, annotation, and citation management that could give us a transparent disclosure for all of our AI assistants. And it can be invaluable for maintaining the organized notes and properly citing our sources. So if you're not using these tools, these digital tools like Evernote, Zotero, or Manly or Grammarly, whatever the tools that I mentioned, try to use them in your research and try to make a tracking system that gives value in understanding the source of information. There are other complementary tools. Scriber is one. You might have heard Scriber. It's a database matching and AI context detection tool. It will provide paraphrasing with integrity. Paraphrasing is a vital aspect of academic writing to convey the complex ideas into own words. So Scriber is an essential tool in maintaining the originality of the research paper and also validating the context with AI text detection with a deep understanding of subject matter. There is an ethical paraphrasing. It involves more than just changing the few words from original text. It requires a thorough comprehension of the material and also ability to rephrase it in a unique manner. To achieve this, we as researchers should focus on understanding the core message of the original text and express it in our own vocabulary. So Scriber can help us to identify the AI text detection and annotation capabilities. So proper citation is very crucial here, even when paraphrasing, to give credit to the original author. There are several common pitfalls that can lead to unintentional plagiarism, like using overly similar sentence structures or failing to cite the original source properly or not fully understanding the original text before attempting to paraphrase. So Zero GPT is another tool that specializes in identifying the AI written sentences with high precision. It provides a sentence level analysis. It gives you a score of the confidence that will avoid pitfalls that require careful attention and commitment to originality. You can compare original text and paraphrased text, how the words are rephrased in different words with a slightly altered sentence structure. We should use tools like copy leaks that would offer AI content detection alongside plagiarism checking with seamless learning management. So you should develop your own academic voice while building on others' work. As researchers or as continuous learners, cultivating an academic voice while building knowledge is a delicate balance. I mean, it requires engaging with work of others, also maintaining originality and contributing to the meaningful of the scholarly disclosure. So copy leaks is another tool. It can achieve the balance. It should go line by line in understanding between existing research and introducing new ideas. I really feel the key to successful academic writing lies in synthesizing the existing knowledge with the innovation perspective. So this definitely involves not only understanding the current state of the research in the field, but also identifying the gaps that can be addressed through the original thinking. So there are certain techniques to ensure the zero plagiarism. So critical engagement with sources is crucial in developing the academic voice. These techniques can include analyzing the strength and limitations of existing research. We should identify the areas of debate and use evidence to support original arguments. So you have to run your manuscript through multiple AI-powered plagiarism checks and engage with other sources, researchers that can build a robust foundation for your own work while contributing to the ongoing scholarly conversation. Ultimately, I feel the development of academic voice is an iterative process that involves continuous learning, continuous critical thinking, and effective communication. That's where the documentation comes into the picture. You should master the balance between scholarly dialogue and the original thinking. So you need to maintain the clear records of all the sources and revision processes that could give you transparency and also verification. So working with your advisor or originality concerns could also be a special consideration. So you need to stay informed with all of your AI detection limitations and manage your work with integrity especially when you are managing large-scale research projects. You should collaborate with other advisors. You should collaborate with originality workers, where you can create regular meetings and open discussions that can help identify potential issues early on. You need to do pre-submission plagiarism checks, like I mentioned. While doing this, you need to conduct thorough plagiarism check before submission is essential. You should utilize advanced plagiarism detection tools that can help identify any unintentional plagiarism, allowing for corrections to be made. You should handle previously published work in your dissertation. So you need to do pre-submission plagiarism checks. So AI is your partner, it's not a threat. I definitely want to repeat that. AI is your partner. It's your fellow researcher. It's not your threat. So zero plagiarism is definitely achievable for us. But you need to handle the work carefully. It is essential to properly cite any reused material and ensure that it is presented in a way that it maintains the overall integrity of the dissertation. You need to have an ethical mindset. You need to commit to the originality and be transparent. That way we can collectively advance our knowledge with highest levels of value given to the technology. So by leveraging these kind of AI tools, it will help you to pass these obstacles and help you to connect with other people that could lead to better quality publishment of your work and the research. I wanted to conclude saying that cultivating a culture of our academic integrity is crucial in our academic community. It could be an originality or a proper citation. Those should be our foundations to our scholarly research. These should be our principles to maintain the trust and the credibility of the academic work. By understanding different types of plagiarisms, utilizing plagiarism detection tools, and implementing proactive strategies, researchers like us can ensure the originality of our work. That could master proper citation techniques, effective note-taking methods, and paraphrasing with integrity are the crucial skills for the researchers like us to develop. As academic community is evolving, like we are all connecting more and more, it is essential to prioritize our academic integrity so we can create a culture where we can give the value to the original thought, value to the creativity of the person, and their intellectual honesty. So this will in turn promote positiveness and productive academic development across all of us, ultimately leading us to a stronger community that will uphold the principles of academic integrity. That's my conclusion. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. The floor is open if you have any other questions.
I'm in class. I want to talk.
Another question?
I'm sorry. Let me check the. Yeah. Theodore. Yeah, please go ahead. Do you have a question? Nirupama, do you have any question?
Hello.
Correct.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Thank you very much for your presentation. It has been very insightful and extensive. I want to know the AI generated content. How it can be used without it being flagged as plagiarism. It seems there was little said on it, or maybe I wasn't very clear on it. After you have generated your AI content, how would you use it without it being flagged as plagiarized content? Thank you.
Yeah, great question. So that's why I was mentioning about Zero GPT or humanizer.ai that will convert your original AI content to text. You can do Grammarly Premium or Scribr or Quillbot Pro that will highlight unoriginal phrases. So if you use Zotero with plugins or EndNote with ChatGPT prompts, so you can rewrite those in a humanly fashion. So you can use humanizer.ai kind of tools that will avoid plagiarism.
Okay, thank you.
Nirupama, go ahead.
So actually, proper citation management, we will use two things. One is a end note. Another one is
Zotero.
okay, sir.
Tamimu Yakubu, what's your question?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, so I wanted to know the original.ai, those AI's plagiarism detectors that you talked about. I want to know whether are they free or they are payable, and also when you have your thesis, do we have a percentage of the AI content in it? Because we know even using the identicate, most times they will tell you some percentages that you can work around. So I was wondering, even if you have some AI content, are we looking at zero AI content, or there are certain levels that are allowable by either the academicians, researchers, or journals? Thank you.
Yeah, there are wide variety of tools like you mentioned. Authenticate is a good one, especially for PhD dissertations and academic journals. There are other tools which are cheaper and some of them are very free, like Turnitin, which is mainly used for students. It is free. And Scribr, they also have the free version and also the paid version. There is another tool called QText Pro, I'm going to put these tools maybe in the chat, or I'll pass them as a presentation topics, so you can use these tools. And if you're writing a website content, or if you're being an SEO, you can use Copyscape. That will find duplicates across the web. So yeah, I mean, depends on what kind of work you're doing, depends on what kind of organization you're dealing with. The plagiarism check validation differs, and the percentage matters there. So it is important to understand what kind of work you are using and check these tools for your final submission. That will avoid plagiarism. Venkatesham Reddy, please go ahead.
Honorable Professor, talk was excellent and proud of you. And I want to ask a very fundamental question. We are educators, intellectuals, going to do research. Why this plagiarism, first of all, taking place? And to cross-check plagiarism, why we needed these tools? And why we need certificate on tools? Why can't we can go ethical way and do the research?
We are all humans before researchers. So ethical AI practices are there from long time. So there is a pressure to publish or pressure to perform, especially in research. These deadlines or advancement in the career, that pressure is the reason for the plagiarism. In few cases, there is lack of training.
Okay.
Many students are never really formally taught how to paraphrase or cite properly. They get confused with paraphrasing with rewriting.
Okay.
And time constraints, last minute work leads to panic driven copying. So some genuinely mean to write their own work, but they run out of time. So these definitely cause plagiarism. I mean, if everyone was ethical, we wouldn't need to look out for locking our doors.
Yes.
The locks still exist, right? So not just to stop bad behavior, but to protect the honest people.
Correct.
Yeah.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor.
Peter Dakuzi, any question?
Thank you very much. It's a follow-up to the question Yakubu asked on the quality levels. What is acceptable to be found? Is it purely zero, or you can have some minimal? And then secondly, yes, I know the free versions might not have certain features that the paid versions will have. Is it also the case that it cannot be used, the free versions cannot be used for high standard research work or publications? The last aspect of my question has to do with the paraphrase, the part work, and the AI generated content. You give percentages. I am not too clear on those percentages as to what actually they are. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so plagiarism, like you mentioned, there are different levels or degrees of severity. So it can be measured in terms of percentage and also in terms of intent. So when you talk about qualitative tiers, there is extent, where how much content is copied. There is a type, whether it's a direct or self-plagiarism or mosaic. there is intent, like your accidental plagiarism versus the deliberate plagiarism, and impact, like how does it affect the originality of the novelty. So there are different levels here, like level 0 all the way till level 5. So if you go level 0, it's like 0 to 5%, it's clean work. Level 1 is minimal overlap. Like that, you will go severe complete plagiarism at level 5, more than 70%. So you need to consider factors like source type, citation errors, repeated offense, and also sections that are affected in your work. So the index you have to follow, they call it as a rubric index. I forgot the name. It could be a rubric plagiarism index, something, where you can check the similarity of the acceptable verdict versus serious misconduct. So you need to check the quality levels of the work, which would reflect the intent and also academic impact. That's how you would be able to identify. I see a question: is plagiarism necessary in creative writing? No, plagiarism is not necessary. In fact, it goes against the very essence of creativity. So creativity writing is expressing your own ideas. You are bringing your unique voice, whether you are writing a poetry or writing essays or writing novels. Plagiarism is a context. Plagiarism in this context undermines the creative process and it disrespects the craft.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Hamidu.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. I have been using the Grammarly, the paid version, for my work. And those of us in West Africa, especially Ghana, our systems are inbuilt with the Turnitin. So for example, I was in my thesis, I was able to get a 12% similarity index, but I used a AI, a net. My question now is, are you aware that the Turnitin can also detect AI content, or whether publishing houses also uses detect AI in published work? Thank you.
Yes, Turnitin can definitely detect the AI generated content. It claims to detect originality. It integrates with other tools. It can definitely have a ballpark of understanding the AI generated content. It will identify the existing platforms. And you said 12%. So 12% similarity is generally acceptable as long as the matched content is properly cited. So Turnitin has detection focus, GPT 3.5 and GPT 4. So it will provide the confidence of overall percentages. So it can give you the sentence level prediction as well. So it doesn't punish AI by default, but it will definitely flag the content to inform instructors who is making the final judgment.
So what it means is that Grammarly can also help reduce or can humanize AI content.
Correct. Any other final questions before we wrap this up?
I have last question, Professor. Is it possible to make AI as a globalization totally world? We can add all countries
Yes,
to
absolutely.
cross-check everything, every country.
I mean, AI is not just related to a single country or it's just one technology, right? If you look at the dot-com bubble, now we are living in the world of AI bubble. It's a global movement that is transforming all of our economies and even the human interaction. So in many ways, AI is the new frontier of the globalization. So it is similar to the internet like before decades. So it will give you the borderless knowledge sharing. It will give you workforce integration. And we all have to understand how to use AI better so that we can do the automation of our global services.
Because certain countries have their own things they won't disclose. So that is why I'm asking this question, whether it is possible to make globalization.
Yes, that's a great point, right? You're talking about the data sovereignty. So who owns the data used in the trained AI? It may reflect dominant cultures and marginalize others. So it all depends on deep research in the AI on how to share the data and how to create the controls. So even inside the same country, the data is still have to be secured. So when you put data controls, data security practices, it makes AI to integrate with people by maintaining the data security.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Again, I wanted to thank you for giving me this opportunity. I really wanted to thank you, Asadi Srinivasulu Garu, for giving me this opportunity. I'm going to post all of those AI paid and free version tools that I personally use or my students use in the research work. I'll pass it along and try to see if that helps for you. Again, thank you so much for joining me today. This is Ravi Kiran. Please connect to me in LinkedIn. I would be more than happy to connect and then share the ideas.
Do you have your email on LinkedIn?
Yes, I'm going to paste my LinkedIn URL right here before I leave.
Need your email, just your email.
Yeah, I'm going to put that in the chat. All right. You guys take care and happy learning. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you, Professor. Bye. Take care. Sir? Professor Rajendra, sir?
There is a session over for today.
Yeah, ma'am. Because the person you find a research person is from USA. He had some difficulties and okay, it is concluded, but we can have a discussion on any aspect of AI and plagiarism also. If anyone has any questions, please feel free. Any questions you are encountering during your research or theoretical, any kind of thing, you feel free to put your questions. Let's have a discussion.
Is plagiarism is more in theoretical or experimental stuff with your experience?
So yeah, I okay. Personally, I've copy leaks to check for AI content and plagiarism, and but when after getting my score in copy leaks, which is paid for, and I ran the same work through Turnitin, and always notice differences in terms of scoring. So there are times that copy leaks will highlight the entire work as 100% AI generated or 2% plagiarism. Then Turnitin will give 0 plagiarism, and then let's say 40% AI generated. So I don't know what accounts for these differences in scoring. And is this something we should be taken seriously, or which one should we work with?
Thank you.
Okay, see that there are two ways of creating content. I think at least by this time it is clear that you can create content, whether it is research related or anything else, by two ways. One is human, another is machine. You can say AI or whatever name, no problem with that. So what is plagiarism? Plagiarism is intentional or unintentional or even unconscious use of another's source, another's knowledge, another's image, another's ideas in one way or the other way, and where you claim ownership. For example, in your research paper, you do not know, already somebody has said something and you are writing that. That happens many times. So it is plagiarism, but you do not know that somebody else has already said that. And as our President Sir has pointed out, that there is limitation of knowing plagiarism also. For example, in which country, which information is being generated, you don't have a common pool. Okay, so that your any system can check plagiarism. So no, there is no plagiarism detector, okay, till date. Names are there, plagiarism detector, but there is no plagiarism detector. All are to some extent showing the similarity index. They can show similarity. From there, you have to humanly guess whether it is plagiarism or no plagiarism. Okay, actually, there is no plagiarism detector. Names are given, plagiarism detection tool, plagiarism detector, like this. But practically, there is no plagiarism detector. Okay. And if you check, take for example of Turnitin, it will show you an amount of plagiarism where it is not actually plagiarism. Even common words, can show you it is copied or similar. So this kind of problem, okay, can be overcome by human oversight. Means you have to oversee things, you have to check out. If you do not know, you have to take the help of your guide. That's why the guides are there for research scholars. And when you have completed your PhD also, you have friends who can check that, who have knowledge, that is called peer review also. So what the journals are doing, peer review. But nowadays, most of the journals, what they are doing AI review. They are not doing peer review because suppose a journal asks me to review a manuscript. I don't have time. I have other priorities. I say, okay, I'll give you next week. And I never give. So they cannot depend on me. So what they are doing? Now they are doing AI check. AI is giving them a report, and that report they are sending to the author that this is the thing. And sometimes the authors are questioning also that this is not the case. How you have flagged the report, research report, like that. So it is an evolving field where not everything is clear, no clear-cut laws are there. Even UGC itself has legalized plagiarism. Okay, UGC, which is the highest regulatory body in India, which should enforce zero plagiarism. It has allowed plagiarism. You will find that 90% above PhD thesis in India are plagiarism. Okay, known content or unknown content, unknown sources, plagiarism is there. And they allow that. Okay, Priti Singh, mute yourself. They allow 10%, 15%, up to 20%. Okay, 2018 law on plagiarism, if you see UGC, you will find that, okay, if this much plagiarism is used, then one can, okay, if it is permitted, one can do that much percentage of plagiarism and one can do method or a result of plagiarism and still publish, still get a PhD. And okay, so this is the worst kind of scenario you find. That is why plagiarism, some checks and balances are there through these rules. But practically speaking, it is the author himself or herself who must exercise restraint and constraint in the use of sources freely. Fair use is available, but that has limitations. You have to minimize your use. Where plagiarism, how happens? Our Honorable President was asking a question that is it inevitable that plagiarism must happen? Theoretically, no. But practically, it is happening because you cannot write a research paper without referring to the past research on the topic. So when you are using past research, if you have not been clear where you have taken your source, okay, you heard something somewhere, or you think I have learned, you are using that knowledge, but you find that somebody owns that knowledge. You are not creating much new knowledge in your research paper. You are creating some new knowledge in your research paper, not entire thing is new. Because no research is done 100% new. Okay, they come from, they are a development from the past. And that past has some kind of presence in your research paper, therefore it shows plagiarism. In experimental research, there is very limited scope for plagiarism. But still I have found, because I have evaluated certain research papers from physics, chemistry, from engineering, where people have done experiment, even after that they have done plagiarism. Means what? Means they have done some research, then they have put some ideas taken from somewhere else. So in that case, plagiarism has come. So it depends on the person who is doing the research first. Second thing is, if there is a checking mechanism, for example, if a PhD scholar is writing, then the research guide is there to check the plagiarism. Okay, if one is a faculty publishing in a journal, then the journal has mechanism to check plagiarism, because if any journal is allowing plagiarized content to be published, then they will not be continuing in reputed indexing and abstracting services like Scopus, Web of Science, the ABDC, Australian Business Students Council list, like that, very reputed organizations, they cannot do. Nowadays, you find most of the journals are members of COPE, Committee on Publication Ethics. But nonetheless, large number, thousands of research papers are retracted every year, including scientists. Even 60 DRDO scientists, their research paper last year were retracted because of plagiarism issue. So good journals are somehow doing, but then you will say, then why did they publish? If they are finding plagiarism now, why did they publish in the beginning, in the first place? It is happening because they don't have any kind of system where they can guarantee authenticity 100%. Number one. Number two, sometimes certain things are done in face value. Such a big scientist, such a Nobel laureate, many professors, they had a problem. Just a few years ago, Tirupati University Vice Chancellor was, he landed in Tihar jail because of plagiarism. What was the issue? The issue was his PhD scholars, they had written something and he is the guide, so they had put his name as the first author and he permitted them to submit, and he did not know. It is good faith, and they submitted, and later it was found the original author found out that they have copied his ideas, so he made a police case. So that is how even in IIT Kharagpur, several professors have been suspended because of plagiarism. And plagiarism, no genuine researcher will like to do plagiarism, but when somebody is under pressure, some people somehow they want to quickly do things, and that is happening. And therefore, you will find that you need to have constraint, because once you publish, it becomes permanent record. And it can haunt you even after 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Many vice presidents of US universities have resigned their positions because of plagiarism. You can check in Google, you can find in newspapers, you can find. So that is why we must be very much scared of these scores called plagiarism. And we have to check where I am using, what ideas I am bringing. I have not created, then what may be the possible source? Check the source. These tools are just little bit help. They are not 100% helpful. So we have to exercise very much concern which ideas we are using. See that technology cannot de-plagiarize. Technology can show you that there is no plagiarism, but plagiarism still may be present. That is why be very careful when you are writing anything. And the best thing is create a pool of peers, make a research group or whom you know, you can trust, you can share your work with them, they can suggest you something. That is the best way. But my suggestion is always send any material you are sending, send by email only, because that keeps a record of when you have sent, to whom you have sent. Don't give in any other way. Don't use pen drive, or WhatsApp. Okay, WhatsApp has become legal also nowadays. But I suggest that unless you trust someone, okay, even if you trust also, for example, it is better to send by WhatsApp and send the same material, okay, that research paper or PhD thesis also by email. Okay, it doesn't make any problem. Rather, it ensures your safety. Okay, it protects you from future misuse of your work. That is why be very careful when you are doing. And plagiarism happens, as I told you, consciously and unconsciously. Unconsciously means I am telling you something. I think this is my own idea, but there may be people have already published that idea. Okay? If it is in someone's mind, it is no plagiarism. But if it has come to record, then it will be plagiarism. So therefore, several times you need to check, and when you are making big claims, you have to check that whether they are genuine, authentic, and therefore, best thing is read, take the help of AI, take the help of any tools. That's not bad at all, but you have to be very careful. On 1st of August, I'll show you how to create a research paper using AI tools and how to edit and how to deplagiarize. Okay, on 1st of August, 7:30 to 9 p.m., I'll conduct a session on that aspect. Especially, I'll focus on the research paper writing, and same ideas you can use for your PhD thesis also. Due to the need of avoiding any kind of distraction because of paucity of time, I would rather focus on the research paper writing. So any questions, please feel free, and you can always ask us. Our contacts are with you. So, okay, this organization, Research India Foundation, actually, the very idea of it started when I was the chairman of Research Progress Assessment Committee, where I was chairing sessions, overseeing the publication of faculty members and research scholars. There I found a lot of problems happening. People are spending money semester after semester, and the kind of problem they were facing, I understood that it is because of lack of knowledge in research methodology this is happening. Neither the guides are clear nor the scholars are, so we should not blame the scholars. Okay, and some guides also, they say, okay, we were not taught, we have never done, like this they will say. But okay, I thought blaming will not help. We cannot dispel the darkness, but as the proverbial saying goes, we can, just strike a match light, and how much darkness we can remove, we will be satisfied with this. And now, see that in every field AI is being used. Okay. If you had listened to the Prime Minister of India, today I was listening to him, Man Ki Baat. There he said that this year we have found 20 new species of birds, first time identified in India. 20 new species of birds have been identified. How? They have been identified using AI. Their noise, chirpings, sounds were recorded, and AI matching happened on the system. And the AI told that, okay, this sound is of this bird. In this way, 20 new bird species have been detected in India. So AI is, you can find the drones, in defense sector, many designs which we are going to be totally, means lost forever, now restored because of AI. So many ways are there, different types of ways. We are basically talking of generative AI, you have agentic AI, different types of AIs are there. Vast, this is a vast field and you cannot escape it. Okay, you must learn it. That is why we thought of, for last 4-5 months, we are planning this one. It did not happen all of a sudden. AI-enabled research methodology. We know there will be people who will criticize, who will very, foolishly talk of morality as concerned with AI, but AI is a fact. It is a scientific tool. One must learn, one must master, one must use, and it is every day updated. Okay, and it is very expensive also. It is impacting the atmosphere. Okay, because these AI tools, how they are run? They are run on big systems because they use big data. So you find a huge, databases are required and huge servers are there. And those servers, they are consuming, fantabulous amount of energy or electricity. So don't think that AI is having no impact on environment. It is impacting the environment also. So whatever may be, one cannot escape this because in every field AI has penetrated long back, even 10 years back. Most of the op-ed pages in the New York Times, I was researching at that time, I am telling from my own experience, most of the articles, long articles in topmost newspapers of the world, they are written by AI. They are not written by editors. They are not written by authors. Okay, they were written by, even today also, they are written by AI. Okay, so best thing is you have to use AI, but you have to use it in an ethical and responsible way. Okay. Be very clear that you are doing genuine work. There is no issue in using AI in your research. That is why we came forward with AI-enabled research methodology. It is very much necessary, very much required. If you are not using, if you are not knowing, then you are backward. Okay, you are simply backward, nothing else. So that's why learn this. Every day new things are there. It is a vast field. Okay, it is a vast field, and you can think of billions of dollars. Google, Meta, which was Facebook, Google, Meta, IBM, Microsoft, OpenAI, they are investing, and virtually they are more powerful than even the governments, the prime ministers and presidents of different countries. Okay, practically speaking, Sundar Pichai is more powerful than the IT minister of India. Okay, and they can, if they want, they can make any country win the war or lose the war also. Their capability is so high, so huge. Okay. So think of in big terms and have a positive mindset, because if something is being used, if you say, I do not know, you have to know, because how can you guide tomorrow a scholar if you do not know it yourself? Or if you are a scholar, why should not you economize your research? Why should not you save time? Why should not you save money? Okay, time is money in certain places, certain phases. So nothing bad in it. And there are some misconceptions also. For example, some people think in literature AI cannot be used. No, you are not writing a poem using AI, not necessary. Okay. Long back, when we wrote computational narrative intelligence, I have discussed that aspect. There I gave that the time is coming where AI will write novels, and those novels will be much better than human novels also. And that is happening. Every year in November, you find there is, okay, a competition in Japan where AI written novels and human written novels without author's name are competition is there, and 2-3 times AI written novels have won as the best award. It is possible. Okay. So in that book, we gave, even I have a paper also. If AI has written a book, then how to do the review of that book? Okay, so those things are happening and going to happen more and more. And as many people did not know the use of internet in the beginning, many people did not know the use of mobile in the beginning. So nowadays you find even in Indian Parliament, people laughed that how UPI, who will use UPI? Nowadays you go anywhere, people are using UPI. So like that, technology is scalable, and the technology has its charm, has its magic. But at the same time, we must be cautious about the misuse and abuse also. So that is required. And when you are going for plagiarism, I'll show you practically on 1st of August, those who are attending, how we can take up a research paper and what to do with that. A practical demonstration I'll show you, and I hope that will be more meaningful and more useful. So, Honorable President has a question, sir. Please feel free.
Yeah, sir. See, basically missions, human intelligence is going inside missions. So human intelligence is much more powerful, sir. We are writing softwares, we are developing software, feeding data and feeding the information. So our intellectuality is going to missions, and missions are demonstrating the output. So those are missions. But our intelligence, human intelligence is much more powerful.
Definitely, sir. It is human intelligence, but the machine intelligence also, it is specific.
You write good program, good thing inside mission. Mission cannot do output, sir.
It is specific, and that is why whatever machine creation means, one must be on alert to check out that, because the very source. Okay, for example, if you see Gemini AI, it is using the internet. Means entire internet, whatever is there, that is the database for Gemini AI. So
humans have written that programs. Humans have created.
No. It is not program, only program, sir. Program is there, but remember where it is drawing its data from. It is drawing its data from internet, and in internet
program it cannot draw. Machine cannot draw unless you program.
No, sir. That's wrong. That's wrong. Machine can draw. Machine, what is fed to it, that is correct. But if you are saying that your database is internet is fed now.
Yeah, internet is there.
That is what you see. Google Gemini AI is of Google, and Google has a huge database, sir, and more you find 90% of the internet you find the Google creation. Okay. So that is when the machine is using that database It will give you right data, it will give you wrong data, it can create wrong data and give to you. That is why we are talking about
Programmed by human beings or human intelligence.
Sir, program also, machines are writing programs. Coding is being done.
No machine can write program.
Sir,
Human
sir,
beings have to write programs.
Wrong. Sir, you need to update yourself.
I came from that field.
No, sir, you need to update yourself.
No machine can write software. Okay? Human beings are writing software.
Sir, codes are being generated by AI nowadays. Please check it.
Sir, who is developing technology? Human beings or machines?
Sir, that is non-technical people will speak like that.
No. Unless human beings put efforts with their knowledge, technology will come out. Otherwise, technology cannot come out. So
sir, our concern is very specific, sir. Our question is, can AI create coding? Yes. AI can create code.
To generate codes.
No doubt, sir. You are giving them instruction. You are giving the machine to instruction to create codes. But AI is creating codes.
Yeah, that somebody has written that software that is embedded in the machine. So that is giving output.
New codes. New codes are being written by AI.
Sir, every day new software people are writing and dumping in the machines. Okay,
okay, sir. No problem.
Because I came from fundamentals of
you have come, sir, but you are not updated fully.
No, I am updating daily.
No, not at all.
Listen is mission, sir. Human intelligence is human.
No, you are still in the theoretical mode.
No. I am using maximum practical.
Practical, if you see that, you will find that AI, yes, you need to give instruction. It will not do on its own.
Yeah, sir. Somebody has to program. Somebody has to feed that.
No, that is done. But after that, AI can code. But that code you are not giving to AI. AI is creating on its own.
Sir, our machine works on electrical signals. It will convert into electrical signals, human software. Sir, that is again converted into.
Yeah, that is common sense, sir. That is not a big thing. Anyway, so our focus is on research and dear participants. First of all, we know that AI is a fact. Okay, and whatever we know about AI, it's practically very insignificant knowledge about AI. Okay, for the last 1 year, I have attended many workshops, okay, international as well as national level, including the IITs, and what I find that there is no escape from AI. As a time was there for mobile, as for internet, now AI also there. So the best way is to learn. Don't be, okay, don't indulge in any moralizing because it has no meaning. Be practical, okay, avoid plagiarism. Okay, that there you need to be moral, and AI should be ethical and responsible. Ethical means you are not misusing, not masquerading, okay, and responsible means if you have, suppose you have used certain, suppose one paragraph you have used from AI. Suppose you have taken from an AI tool, and if you are putting it, so you have to check, can you make any claim on that? You cannot make any claim on that. But when your paper is being published, you have to own up that responsibility. Therefore, be very careful whatever you are using, how you are using, why you are using, and what will be the repercussion, because it can be easily known later also. But if you are taking the responsibility, nowadays debate is going on granting AI legal personhood. Okay, it's a very big thing. Granting AI legal personhood. Okay. That is a question on entrepreneurship, there is question on copyright, intellectual property. Lots of things are going on. So once we know that AI is a reality, how best we can use. Those who want very quickly, I'll throw something, they will be very much frustrated. They will suffer a lot. If you are using AI, you can get better data, but if you give more time on it, you will have very profound kind of writing because it will increase readability. So many people are there, 60 people. May I ask a question? Do you...
I have a small question. 2 divided by 0, whether AI will give answer, it will say infinite or error. It will not give value. You can calculate and see.
Do you need to use AI, sir, for this?
No. But AI is going to solve many things. But simple thing, 2 divided by 0 will not give answer. AI will not give answer.
Okay.
It will say infinity, but
yeah,
it should give answer to us, whether value, some value, but it will give infinite, sir.
Okay, dear participants, my question is, you can answer this question later also because you can do some research if you get time. Do you know any journal, reputed journal, which is allowing AI content? I don't want to answer immediately. Those who are going to join on 1st August, answer me then and there. Those who are not going to join, you can please send me your message by WhatsApp if you have, or just by message to my mobile. This is the question. Do you know any journal which allows AI content? On 1st of August. Yeah, please. Devdutt sir, please.
Good evening. Sir,
Good evening, sir.
Your question is very specific. I was listening to the entire debate. It was so interesting. Your question is very specific, but I can answer it in my own commonsensical terms. I may be, because researchers can be wrong also, researchers can also be wrong, and there is no harm in accepting that we can be wrong. When we learn to play, when we learn to play, we learn to lose as well as to win at the same time. So, in my point of view, I know 1 or 2 journals which, accept AI content. I have seen them accepting AI content, but that AI content comes with a bit of moderation, especially when I remember, in this regard, I remember the session that was conducted on the very first day.
Yes, sir.
By RIF on this particular workshop, and it was shown how that particular content can be moderated. But at the same time, if we take a totally AI content, and if it doesn't show plagiarism with Authenticate or any other plagiarism software, there are, I think, commonsensical terms, there are journals which are taking AI content. I have seen them. Now, whether the question of ethics comes as a subjective matter, the researchers who have applied AI or completely AI content, that is their ethical issue. But in terms of the journal containing taking AI content, yes, I have seen 1 or 2 journals, they take AI content.
Professor, your observation is very profound. One thing is there, moderation or no moderation, that is a different thing. First of all, question comes, I am going to the very core, very fundamental thing. Should a researcher use AI for his or her research?
If the researcher is not allowed to use AI, then the researcher should not be allowed to go for literature review also. Because when we are thinking of secondary sources, we are thinking of researches done by other people only. And then we know there are entire research theses as well as research papers written on secondary sources. How many of us go and do primary, database research? I mean, at least in qualitative terms, I'm talking. I'm not a person of computer science.
No. You are right, sir. You are right. So what AI is doing? AI is also doing the work of internet. Means you are putting in internet certain things. As you are getting information, similarly AI can give you information, and AI can do more than that. It can change the tone, it can make things more formal, it can make some content more friendly, it can give objectivity, it can make subjective. So it gives you flexibility. So how you will use it, it is dependent on you who is using the AI tool. Another thing is,
Sir, I have something to. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Please.
I have something to say here. If there are any person of biology or medicine here, or anybody related to nutrition in our group, there is a term in nutrition known as detox. Detoxification.
It has become common nowadays. Very common.
Yes, it has become very common nowadays.
Yeah.
And there are people taking detox almost every morning. But we must know that in India, there is no such regulatory body which talks of any particular detox.
Yeah.
But we are taking herbal tea, this tea, that tea. Okay. Now, a person taking के मुझे ये पी के अच्छा लग रहा है, ये मेरा डिटॉक्स है, मुझे पानी पी के अच्छा लग रहा है, वो मेरा डिटॉक्स है. तो अगर वो डिपेंड करता है सब्जेक्टिव एथिक्स के ऊपर, जो सर भी बोल रहे थे वेंकट सर कि आपको वो यूज करना है कि नहीं, जो यूज करना है या नहीं करना है, वो that is completely a subjective term. I don't know whether then Gemini should not be allowed in India or ChatGPT should not be allowed in India, but there is no such regulation which says that you cannot take material from ChatGPT. पहले जो लाइब्रेरीज थे, जब लेटर्स थे, तब हम लोग बोलते थे कि चिट्ठी लिखना बंद हो गया है. अभी बच्चे लोग खाली मैसेज कर रहे हैं. अभी वो मैसेज बंद होके अभी व्हाट्सएप आया है, अभी व्हाट्सएप बंद होके कुछ और आएगा. तो ये now this is the age of technology. Perhaps we are the last generation who knows the world before the coming of this technological thing. Now this world is like that. Now if we have to thrive in this world and at the same time we have to maintain ethics, then we have to go in that particular way, maintaining our ethics. Ethics is very subjective in my terms of view. Here I would like to invoke the Mahabharata, where Draupadi was made to marry 5 people. Now, would I consider it unethical? I was attending a workshop today on Indian women diaspora at Aligarh Muslim University before this. And there was a talk on a particular novel by Chitra Banerjee Devakaruni named The Palace of Illusions, which is written from Draupadi's point of view. So, what was Draupadi's ethics? Now, that is completely a different question. So, if we have to talk about ethics, if we have to talk whether it should be allowed or not allowed, who is going to allow and who is not going to allow, then the entire language system can be changed. Like, if I have used a particular sentence, then I will not use that particular sentence. I mean, how can that be regulated? So, these are certain questions that come to me, and I want to present this questions in front of the august audience here, because I come from a field of language and literature, so I will speak on that particular point of view.
We will discuss that. Okay,
yes, sir. Maybe I have taken a lot of time for discussion.
It may not be interesting to all, because our focus area is on research.
Yeah.
And when it comes to research, certain things have been clear, that AI as a tool can maximize the impact of research, can facilitate from no idea to great ideas, number one. It can do a lot of things. For example, today while writing a paper, I was using, okay, one particular online tool to create, okay, it will give you in any form you want, format, APA, MLA, Harvard, okay, IEEE, okay, and various contents are there. If you are giving a news article, if it is a magazine article, if it is a research paper, if it is a book, if it is a website material, okay, it is a PhD thesis, so their citations will be different. So that facilitates. Okay, but I did not find that tool giving me information on a particular book. I have all the information, but I am a little bit lazy. I don't want to do it manually. What I did, I used ChatGPT. I said, this is the URL. Okay, give me information in a referencing form. Okay, with APA 7th edition style, and it created because I know just a second, sir. Because I know the APA 7th edition, how it should be written, I checked whether I have got the correct information or not, because the basic source is with me and the format is with me. I have that knowledge, and whatever I have got, I have the opportunity to verify whether I have got the correct information or wrong information. So in AI can facilitate many things, but always we have to cross-check. We have to verify, and we cannot depend on it blindly. And we cannot depend on AI for everything. It is just a facilitator. It has its limitations. In certain things you can use, in certain, okay, it has its limitations. But if you know if it is the art and craft of using the AI, it can benefit you a lot. Many people are struggling.
I can say the other way. If you put efforts and think your own knowledge and try and put more efforts, more, and then you will be learning more, and you will be more knowledgeable, and you will be exploring many things instead of depending on these packages. You yourself will become a talented person.
Definitely, sir. One thing I have observed also, many people think if you are using AI, you don't have to think. That's totally wrong. You have to think more if you are using AI. First of all, you have to check manually whether the content you have got is correct or wrong. Number two, whether the presentation is correct or wrong. So therefore, a person who has knowledge, expertise can get maximum benefit from using AI. For example, there is one particular professor from English background. So let us take the example of Professor Devdutt Mukherjee. He is professor with Calcutta University, and suppose he has given to AI that write a paper for me on the use of irony in R.K. Narayan's novels. So he will get one, but what he will not get there? Many things he knows that are missing in the paper. Many things he may not know have been found in the paper. So he has to check that whether that is correct or not, because he doesn't know. And another thing is the argument that AI tool has developed, it is false or correct, because everything may appear correct, but it will be false. That is the greatest pitfall of AI. And therefore, there is no substitute for human knowledge.
No substitute for human knowledge.
That's why human oversight must be there when you are using any tool. You are driving a car, sir. Okay, previously there was problem, but nowadays you can see your backside. okay, very clearly how much space, which vehicle is coming. Okay.
All humanly developed technology, humanly
Exactly.
software, sir.
Sir,
Not
it is,
come from AI or from
no. It is very obsolete concept. Everything is human beings are using. Human beings only. See, there are two sources.
Sir,
God has created,
everything is
nature has
developed by
created, human beings have created.
Everything developed by human beings. Okay.
Yeah.
Human intelligence has gone.
It is a very common sense thing. Okay, there is no rocket science in it. Okay, that human intelligence is the prototype. And then modifications, mutations, technologically or otherwise are happening, and okay, things are developing. But many things, as I told you, humans could not find out what are the bird species. But what they did, they recorded the sound, okay, of those birds, and they checked in the AI, and AI told them, okay, this is
Not AI tool. They recorded the sound, and some people wrote software converting that into. See, this is many things involved in this. Many intellectuality involved in this. It has gone into mission. Mission has given output to you.
Yeah,
we are giving credit to mission now.
So what the machine is doing? The machine is helping humans
faster, only faster,
to do things better, faster, easier, and it is also cost effective at times. But it depends. It is not totally, absolutely, we can say this or that. You cannot speak in black and white, so there will be certain gray areas always. And personally, one has to take the responsibility and come forward. So that's all. I had to speak to all of you. If you any last minute questions, if anybody would like to ask any questions.
Sir, I have something to say.
Yeah, sir, please.
Hello.
Yeah, Professor, come forward.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead. Please.
Yeah, I have something to say.
Because more questions means learning, more learning.
Hello.
Yeah, kindly go ahead, sir.
I think you have network problem, Professor.
No. I am able to hear you. Actually, it's a small input. When you say that we have to use more intelligence when we are using AI, I just want to add a bit. For example, when we are putting in keywords in Google and when we are putting in keywords in AI, prompts, which we call, there also we have to think and we have to put. It's not like I write something and it comes. That's what I wanted to add. Thank you.
It won't come. You have to think and you have to feed that information.
Both of you are correct. You see that if you have written the research paper yourself, then you know what is the meaning of keyword. Keyword means it is a concept, okay, which defines your research, and that is why you are using the keywords. And it has two uses. One is that the words hold the key to your research paper to detect and understand, and also they are helpful for the computers to locate your work. So that's why keywords are given. So if our concept is clear, if we know what is keyword, what are their functions, then we can take the help of also keyword extractors are there. But once again, we have to check that this is my work, but I don't think what is suggested is coming actually useful here, so I have to change it. So that you have to, if somebody thinks that only at a time I can write, no. Writing is a process which involves rewriting. So writing without editing or revising is a crime. And as much as you read, you will be in a better position to use the technology. You can find out in Google, I have found many people, the topmost, the deep mind expert, director, he's a writer, he writes novels. Okay, technology expert who is defining the future of technology, they are novelists. So what they are using, because Google is depending on narrative intelligence. Okay, all systems all over the world, they are using narrative intelligence. Without narrative intelligence, this AI and nothing will run. They have to use narrative intelligence, and that is computational narrative intelligence they are doing. And many systems are there computational, okay, in natural language processing, and many things are there. You have your machine learning, okay, lots of technologies are involved, and okay, they're doing that. So that is why I hope we have some good discussion, and some aspects have been highlighted. In research, one thing is sure, we agree to disagree. If you agree everything which happens in the classroom, that is why the research is very poor in India, because the teacher teaches and everybody thinks that as if God has said that. Okay, so what will happen? So critical thinking is affected. Okay, you are just simply getting the content and saying, you must agree to disagree, and the teacher must facilitate this thing. If there is no debate, there is no discussion in the classroom, okay, that is why you will find 99% of English faculty, they are incapable of writing a good research paper, because they are emotionally involved. Only later, many learn research after completing their PhD.
Because basic things they are not learning, sir. Efforts are not putting.
Sir, recently I was discussing with one phenomenon, sir.
Efforts not
one doing a PhD from a central university like FLU would not publish a research paper, sir.
Yeah, it is possible because efforts are not there, no?
So what will happen, sir, when this person, on the virtue of being awarded with the PhD, will join some institute? How that person will get the scholar, sir? What will be situation?
We have to respect meritorious things, meritorious people.
Oh, lots of things are there, sir, and we cannot help many things. But as I told in the beginning, we'll just try as much as possible to dispel the darkness around us.
One thing I want to convey, sir,
sir,
spend more on technology, you will become dumb.
Yeah.
Use your own intellectuality more than your technology. Then you will become a plate. Okay?
Sir, to use the technology, one must be intelligent also. Not everybody can use technology.
Once you are intelligent and automatically you use technology.
Yeah, technology, it doesn't automate everything. To get that automated result also, you have to use your own intelligence. That's why.
Full example, I worked under Japanese 18 years. Even professor at the age of 90, today is using blackboard. Okay?
Yeah, sir. In most universities, Harvard University, sir, I was attending a lecture. Chalk and talk.
They will go to blackboard.
MIT also. One lecture I attended. Chalk and talk, very simple, sir. What originally we had.
Open debate.
But can they explain some computer science on the blackboard? So they cannot. So certain problems are there, and it will be always as per the need. Solutions will evolve.
Compare your age, sir. Your study those days, 20 tables you remembered. 4 types of ABCDs you remembered. Now who is has guts to tell me in the present generation? Nobody has.
Now instantly, sir, people are doing things, and they are doing things better than us. Many people are there who are lagging behind, and that kind of always will be there, sir. Uniformity don't expect, sir. We will be frustrated if we expect uniformity, and that is the beauty of the world. Diversity is there, and we have to live with the diversity. That is the way of life, sir. Because God Himself got bored.
We are
He
now
said,
looking for easiest methods, actually.
no,
not
no, sir. There is an anecdote. God was one. God said, "Let's be more," because even God also wanted entertainment. So, right.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing you find in all the sources. And okay, sir, I think we
Yeah.
had a thought-provoking discussion.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so nobody should think that we have any personal.
Oh,
Okay,
no. This is good.
never think that. Sir is a veteran scientist and he is president of Research India Foundation Governing Council. And as you know, I am the chairman of Research India Foundation. I think many of you are acquainted with me and with Sir also now. And we do this so that we can put forth some thoughts in front of you where deep thinking can happen. So with these words, I thank Honorable L. Venkatesam Reddy Garu.
Thank you, sir. I troubled you a lot. Thank you.
No, you can't trouble me, sir. I see that nobody can trouble me, sir, except myself.
Because my life started with 0 and 1 micrometers. That is why.
No, sir. No trouble, sir. No trouble. So thank you, sir. Thank you all esteemed participants, all the esteemed deputy chairpersons of Research India Foundation, deputy chairmans, and general secretaries, all the participants. I have sent you the recording, the video recording of yesterday's to your email. You check. And if you need any kind of help, any kind of support, okay, we'll help you from beginning till end. You can count on us because that is the very purpose we have created Research India Foundation. But I have my own biases. Those who are doing anything against research, no sympathy for them. Those who are anti-Indians, no sympathy for them. Recently, one person from Bangladesh said that our government has banned transaction with India. Please allow me to join free. I did not allow.
No, we have to respect our protocols.
No. Why should, sir? If your country thinks India is your enemy, okay, so you are bound by that. Why I should support that?
No. That is risky for us.
If I am supporting my enemy, then I am the weakest person.
No, you will become anti-Indian immediately.
Why should we help somebody?
No.
Okay, who will be using the knowledge against India?
Yeah. That should not be entertained.
So here the question of empathy doesn't come.
Yes.
Okay, so this was the many of our deputy chairmen and deputy chairpersons. Because they see only one aspect. They think, okay, that person cannot pay, so why can't we allow? No, that person doesn't have problem in paying. He says that I cannot pay because our government has banned a transaction with India. If Bangladesh government has banned transaction with India, why Indians will have transaction with you people? Huh? So, and we don't know. And still I thought, okay, why should we deprive somebody? Then we asked, you bring whatever you are saying from your university, just give a recommendation, get a recommendation letter that this is the situation and this scholar wants to attend the program, please allow. That could not happen, sir, till date.
No, not possible, sir, because
no, they did not give, sir. It means that he was trying to cheat us, sir.
Yeah. This is one type of spy things.
Yeah. So what is happening? How they think? And this particular workshop, sir, you will see that you can check out in the internet how slowly in many countries of the world, on AI-enabled research methodology programs will happen, sir. We have started. We may be a very small organization, but our impact is very high, sir.
Yeah, we have to adapt, but same time we have to respect our intelligence.
Sure. Okay, sir. Thank you. I think I am boring our honorable participants. So, dear all, thank you very much for attending the session. And we'll meet tomorrow by 7 p.m. So, namaste to all of you. Good night. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah, namaste and good night to all of you. Take care.